Last week, California lawmakers finally passed a budget more than 3 months late. The delay caused headaches and worry as the state ran out of money. And at the 11th hour, legislators managed to squeeze in a bill that had little or nothing to do with California and lots to do with the Chargers Stadium proposed for the East Village downtown. Scott Lewis, CEO of voiceofsandiego.org, joins me now to analyze what this means for San Diego. First, Scott, what's in that bill?
Well, it's a package, a sweetheart deal, as some called it, for San Diego. Basically, quickly look at your property tax bill, and with it was an explanation of where all that property tax goes to. 10% or 11% goes to redevelopment, and part of that is redevelopment downtown.
In San Diego.
Yes. What this bill did was say that that can go on now indefinitely and that they can spend as much money downtown as they need to. Now, that's a big deal because a lot of entities, the county, the school district, the state, were waiting for downtown redevelopment to cease so that they could benefit as well from all the investment that's made down there.
Scott, so redevelopment can go on downtown whether downtown needs it or not?
Right. The city had already begun a study and a year-long process to decide whether that was needed, whether they should continue to do this. What that bill was just an end around that whole process, and in the process it also steamrolled negotiations that were occurring between the city and the county of San Diego. And I wouldn't be surprised if you see the county actually be so upset that they file legal action.
Why did the state legislators get involved in San Diego business in the first place?
Well, this is interesting. This was orchestrated by Assemblymember Nathan Fletcher. You remember him from the issue with the child kidnapping.
Chelsea's Law.
Right. Well, he's a Republican, and they needed his vote to pass the budget. So he said, well, what if I try to do something for San Diego in the meantime? And he did what he calls this gift to San Diego. The city council was not aware of it, even the city councilman who represents downtown, Kevin Faulkner, and it came as a surprise to the county, to countless people in the city government. The mayor said that he didn't tell people about it because he thought it might derail the process, but that's kind of a big deal.
So it was a secret process, and what we're hearing is that it's going to make it easier for a Chargers Stadium to be built downtown now.
Well, the Chargers recently this year decided that they actually do in fact need taxpayer money if they want to build a stadium in San Diego, as much as $500 million. And the only way that they could get that type of money is if it's included with downtown redevelopment money. Remember that chunk of your property tax bill. And that's the big issue. I think a lot of residents are concerned about a city that is right now begging for more tax dollars from sales tax with Proposition D, wondering why at the same time they could be orchestrating such a vast investment of funds downtown for construction projects.
Correct me if my recollection is wrong, but didn't the mayor say at one point that San Diego could not afford to put public money into a Charger Stadium?
Well, that's the issue. He always says he can't put general fund money in there. That's the money that funds firefighters and police. The thing is that whenever they say we're building this project, a convention center, a library, whatever, whenever they say we can only use this public money for this project, it's because it's redevelopment money. And the only way they can say that is because of decisions like the one that was made Thursday night, where they sort of sequester all this money for redevelopment. And that's the issue. The argument on the other side is that this investment will be so beneficial, it will create a downtown money tree whose blossoms will spread around of sales taxes and hotel taxes, and everybody who's complaining now will benefit from it.
But the voters, I mean, there was a point at which it was understood that if there was ever an issue of a Chargers Stadium downtown, that voters would have a say.
Well, it's up in the air whether that say is guaranteed, whether there will actually be a vote. I find it very difficult to imagine that the city would ever invest $500 million of taxpayer money in a new football stadium while the rest of the city deteriorates without asking voters to weigh in. So I think that we can kind of assume that that'll happen, but it does have consequences with that. Again, this was the city councilman who supports it, Kevin Faulkner downtown. One of the things he was frustrated with was that he wanted the whole year to win this argument on its merits rather than just have it done literally in the middle of the night.
Okay, very briefly, firefighters are being cut, police are being cut. So how do people feel about something like this?
Well, the firefighters union has come out against it. I think a lot of public employee unions see that it's stealing money away from city services. Now, the argument being that, again, that downtown money tree will benefit all.
Scott Lewis, thank you very much.
Thank you.